Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Factorio series. Yeah, sorry for not uploading yesterday. I had some personal issues that I deal with, so sorry for no episode yesterday. But we're back in here today, so let's continue. All I did while I was off camera is just expand this just a bit. Literally the same design, which is a furnace, two inserters, and the furnace off the coal and iron line. So that's all I did off camera. It was like 5 minutes of work, so not much. So this episode, I do want to, get the copper ore automated into a setup super similar to this one. Won't be much different. And then after that, I do want to get started on where the resources are going to go into a bus system. But let's first get the copper going, and then we'll figure out the bus system, and maybe we can get some science going as well. Actually, why not let's get started there. We're not going to be fully automating it. I'm just going to craft one of these science labs. So how science works in this game is basically, in the science tree, they take these little red beakers of stuff. For example, this one, the automation tree, takes 10 of these beakers. It takes 10 seconds each per beaker. So if we start the research, we can see there's no progress. We don't even have any science things running. But if we look at the crafting, these red things, they're not super expensive. They're copper plates and gear wheel, which is just 2 iron plates. So it's about 1 copper and 2 iron per red science. So if we place this lab down, it does require power, but luckily we set that up last episode. We got plenty of power to spare. So I'm just going to craft these. Now it's not best crafting these manually. As you can see, it takes a while per beaker. Come on, hurry up. There we go. And if we could put, and when we put these in the science lab, we can see it actually starts progressing the research. And we can see up here the percent done it is. So it's about 6% done. This one's not a big science at all. You get this done just right now. Now let me get these crafting, I guess. While those are crafting, I'm going to get a couple more of these crafting so we can get the copper going. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Continue researching. Alright. So that's going to be researching, and we can get research out of that. So I think I'm just going to put the copper one just right here to the left of the iron smelter. I got a couple more stone furnaces, so that's going to be the belt. That's going to be the inserter. It's going to be right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to go inserter, belt, inserter, right here. I'm just going to make it as big so it looks nice. Oh, I need a couple more. So let me just put these the science packs into the science building so we can complete the research. About halfway done on that, because, yes. So that's going to get us these assembling machines, which will be like super useful. They can automatically craft for us, and also the long-handed inserters, which can be useful as well. But while that's going, I should pick up some more stone over here and some more iron. Let's fill these up. That's cool. Get some more belts, so those are crafting. So I may have to purge this because we're on a build. Probably just gonna go there, and just go up from there. I'm gonna run some power up here so I can get these drilling. Boom. Alright, not the prettiest, but it works. We're gonna have to wrap this all the way down there. We're gonna need some more belts. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of belts. Oof. Alright. That's gotta take a bit to craft. So let's craft, and I got a couple more furnaces to place. Also, I may move this iron ore line out of the way so it's easier to get for the copper. I just do this. There we go. Ah, that's better. So when we get the copper in here, we got room to merge it. And boom. And there we go. So one thing I do want to research is this research right here allows to go with underground belts and splitters. So I'm going to start with that research. What this basically does allows me to split stuff so I can split off this ore line without running a dedicated coal ore line. Because I don't really need a dedicated one for this. This one can supply both furnace arrays pretty easily. But also I do want a belt underground so I don't merge with the iron ore at any time. So let me get the automated science packs crafting. So we can get that, and while that's doing that, I can run the copper down. Just like this. Run it all the way down. Right now, belts. Yeah, this is gonna be a while. Let's see. I'm gonna pause right here for now, and I'll come back when this is all done crafting. Oh, sweet. Okay. So I just got the research done. I crafted a bit more and actually just completed this furnace array while a bit off the camera. But now what these splitters can do is, like, I can craft one. What we want to do is to split the coal. We also do need a couple of undergrounds. They're not too hard to create. Only 16 iron and 8 copperish. So watch. I can put the splitter on the coal line like this. And look, I can split it just like it says to do. And then I can use these underground belts. I can only go up to about 5 tiles. When they're yellow appears, you can actually place it. But I can go underneath this iron belt so we don't merge the belts, and that's that. I also completed the furnace array and added a couple of the inserters. I don't have all the power up yet, but that's fine. So let's route this coal onto the copper array and use these underground belts on the copper. Here. Get out of here. Alright. Let's route this all the way down, and I am... That's annoying. Oh. But that will fill up our copper furnace array. It's basically the same setup. I just still need to craft a couple more in the inserters. But that won't be too hard to do at all. Let's just get some of these going. I will need to get a couple more pieces of wood for more power pools though. So let's quickly do that. So I will have to destroy a lot of these trees down here in a bit. Just because that's where I want my bus to be, where all the crafting and stuff is going to happen. So I will have ways to destroy these trees, don't worry. There'll be fun ways. Alright, should be enough power poles. Need more copper. But don't worry, we got the smelting. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's get some of these inserters crafting. Come on, hurry up. Yeah, one of the things I do want to set up is a mall. Basically what this mall does is basically it crafts all these using assemblers, so I don't even have to manually craft it. I come pick up like hundreds of them. Be super convenient. It's going to be one of the first things I create after I create the bus. Let's get this running. I should do the inserters first, like this. I'll have some more coming. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we'll have the perfect amount for the rest of this array. Perfect. Ah, that's nice. So that's our copper array considered. Oh, I'm missing one. One sec. Just a little furnace down here. Try to sneak by. Right. Put that on. There we go. So that's our copper array mostly done. I think we should start working on the bus, which means I still need to craft a couple more of the transporter belts. A lot more of them actually. So if you look at our map view, I should come down here just in case. I don't want to run into this water right here. Look at the map, there's some water. I mean, we could place land on the water, but we don't have much stone or of it researched yet. So I'm going to quickly run down here. I think we'll actually be fine. Looks like it does a sharp... Yeah, looks like we're going to be fine. As you can see, it looks like it goes straight down. Yeah, I think it'll be fine for now. Later, we can definitely fill it in, but for now, we're fine with it. So let me just run all the way back up to the factory. Start planning the bus. So I'm thinking, I want to think ahead here because this is where all my materials I want to be inputted will be. So I'm going to plan for some future materials. So if some of these belts look kind of useless, don't worry. They'll be used. So what I want is basically, I don't know, about 4 belts of iron, because iron is nice. I'll have about 4 belts of copper as well. Now the reason I'm leaving 2 gaps so the underground belts can go under. So if I get another underground belt here, look, it's like the perfect length to go across the 4 belts. So when we want to split, we just split and put them in these underground belts, and it'll be nice and easy to get resources off this line. So I think I'm going to make this one copper, as copper's only on the left, and this one iron, as iron's on the right. So I'm going to get a good more bit of belts. Gonna run this down. Now, one problem we currently have, it's only going on one of the belts. So what a thing we can create is called a balancer, and these things are pretty cool. Honestly, I don't even know how most of this stuff works, but if I get a couple, then splitters, I may need some more, so. Get some of this. Yeah, we definitely need to get them all going. I think we can actually get one going this episode, if I'm not mistaken. So, basically what the splitter is going to do is going to split, or not the splitter, the balancer. What the balancer is going to do is going to take this one line in and split it evenly between these 4 belts. So it'll be super useful for balancing all the belts to make sure all the belts have the same throughput. So I'm just going to quickly create the one. They're not hard to create. It's just a bunch of splitters. It's basically just like one big splitter. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, no, one more. Boom, boom. I need one more splitter. Goes like that. Wait. I think I need to go one more. Ugh. Like that. There we go. Nope. Yes. There we go. So you're gonna splitter in the middle. And so when we do this, all the lines have been evenly split. Oh, don't want to go with the belt just yet. There we go. As you can see, copper, not the copper, the iron splits off evenly between the 4 belts. So that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this down a bit. Just like this. So we can expand our bus. I'm going to pull this down as well. Oh, burn down all belts. I got plenty of resources though. Yeah, the furnaces arrays are doing wonders for resources right now. I can just go up and grab it. But it does look like our copper is not keeping up. I may want to add more mechanical drills and stuff. We only have 6 up there, so it's not that much. But I do... Actually, you know, let's just get started with them all now. It'll be so much easier later. But I do need to connect the copper first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and a bunch of belts. There we go. Should hot. Actually, I'm going to remove... Oop, that's not what I want to do. I'm just going to quickly set up my hot bar so it's easy grabbing. There we go. Now the hotbar, it doesn't work like other games like Minecraft. This is just shortcuts. This does not contain any inventory. All the inventory is up here, so if I take out, it won't work. But basically this is just shortcuts to my inventory. It doesn't actually hold any items. So that is just a pointer, just in case you're confused on what the hotbar in this game is. It's pretty super useful for a bunch of stuff, especially when you have a bunch of pieces and parts you have to quickly grab. I'm going to need more builds probably. Yeah, definitely need to get them all going up. Manually crafting is really annoying. Heavily recommend getting them all up. Alright. Feed. Do want to leave some room? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to start it out here. Yeah. There we go. We got copper part of our bus as well. So for the mall, I'm probably... Yeah, let's just have it right here where this is. So I'm going to show you what the beauty of this bus is and why I love buses. Some people don't like buses, and they're weird. But I love buses. So this is what we can do. We can just literally go, like, ooh, I need some iron. Splitter, underground. Boom, we got a dedicated belt of iron for whatever we need. And it's all centralized, so if we were running low on iron, we could just always expand this production. And boom, more iron. But I just don't need iron, or... I just don't need only iron. I do need also copper, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a double belt, or just a single belt with copper and iron in the same belt. There we go. This will save us some hassle. We don't need the mall to be massive throughput as it's not actively being used. It's only when we come by. So I think the first thing we need to automate for the mall is belts. So if you look at the ingredients for belts, the way the assembler works, it needs individual ingredients. So we need 2 assemblers, as we need one for the iron plates and gear wheels. So let me get 2 assemblers. Get this iron crafting, get some inserters as well. And I also get a chest. That's not the chest I wanted. Chest. Alright. So I'll just make it right up here. So I go boom, boom. These are kind of big, so it's nice. So if I select the belt, as you can see, it actually does need that gear wheel. So if you go in this one, we'll just queue up the gear wheel, it just needs iron. And then inserters are actually smart enough to grab only iron. It won't grab copper and clog up this. So if you go in here, it will grab the iron, make it into gear wheels, put it into this. So this also needs iron, so we just grab off the resource belts again, and then we have inserter out. Put a chest right there, get a couple more power poles, and let's power this baby up. Just connect it right here. And there we go. And this will automatically start creating belts for us, and it'll be super useful as you'll be always using belts. Now, I don't want this whole chest, so I'll only do that. What this does is basically, when this unread part fills up, it won't fill up anymore from this red part. So it's like a reduced sized chest. So that's belts mostly done. That'll be good enough for now. I think what we should also do is... maybe I should move this over once. Yeah, I'm going to move it over a couple. This is what I want to do. I want to move it over so I can also take it for underground belts. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to purge all this. I'm going to get an additional assembler. I think I need 2 more if I'm not mistaken. No, just 1 more. Oh, well. Assembler will be used anyway. So we have 1 already here for underground belts. This is going to be normal belts, and this one's going to be gear wheels right here. Let's drag the iron and copper, and this is too high, isn't it? So gear wheels, belts, underground belts. Chest, I need our chest. A couple more inserters, chest. So I can set this to belts, gear wheels, and this one can be underground belts right here. Just like that. And I have the inserters feed into this. Now we will have reduced output on the belts, but it will backlog and we'll be fine. We don't need as many underground belts for normal belts anyway, so we'll be fine. Just like that. So I'm going to reduce the underground belts to only like 2 slots. And this one will be the wider one. So this will be created... Oh, I need 1 more inserter. Go. Yeah, I'll split the belts, and when this has enough resources, I'll craft underground belts. So that can be chugging along, and then we can get those resources pretty easily. So another thing I do want to automate is inserters, because we will also be using those a lot. So if we look at here, it's a bit more complicated. We need iron plate, gear wheel, and electronic circuits. So we need 1 assembler for the inserter itself. We need 1 assembler for the gear wheel. And for the circuits, we need an assembler for the circuits, and an additional assembler for the copper wires. This one's a bit more bigger. So I think I'm going to have it like this. This one's going to be the gear wheel. This one's going to be the inserter. This one is going to be the circuit. So I can set these up pretty quickly right here. That's good. I'll need a couple more inserters. That is not the insert I want. A couple more of these. Thank you. Let's drag the belt a bit farther. Boom. Boom, boom. Yep, need those inserters. This one will be copper wire for the circuits. So in a way it's very linear, but going to the end game you need a lot of these to have a good throughput. So you're not waiting forever on 1 assembler to craft, I don't know, like a single science pack. There we go. I think that's inserters done. Yeah, that's inserters done. Nice. Boom. I'm going to put this just 2 slots as we don't need as many belts. We need a lot for. Honestly, I could have this whole chest open for it, but that's fine. So I think that's it for the mall. We're honestly, I'm thinking about it. Should I do assembling machines? They would be nice to have automated. Yeah, I'm just going to do it now. It's going to be annoying crafting these manually. So these, yeah, it's like the same recipe. For the inserters, just different value. So I'm basically just going to copy this setup right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll grab some inserters, grab a couple extra belts. So I'm just going to mirror this, going to flip it. So this one will be gear wheel right here. May need a couple. Actually, I'm good on power poles. So that's going to be the gear wheel. This will be the actual assembler. I'll feed into the gear wheel. This one will be the circuits, and this one will be the wire. wire circuits. And now we just need to hook all these up. And I think that should be good. Boom. Nice. Need a box to put these in, and that'll be nice as well. Boom. Now we don't have to worry about the assembling machines as much. So, for the most part, this will be super useful. We can craft like some other things like power poles, as we don't need too many of them. And these will be upgraded, so we don't need... There's no really good way to get wood automated, so there's no good use to automate this power pole. Plus, it's not that hard to craft. It takes like 3 seconds to craft a bunch. So I think what we want to do... I think we can automate red science. Yeah, let's automate red science. As that's... First, that's a bunch of stuff we can get done with all this red science. And then we can automate green science later on. That'll be a bit more expensive, but... Red science is pretty simple. It's a simple start, so I think we can survive with that. Ooh, that's one thing. Should I automate splitters? I don't think I need to automate them now. I may do that off camera. It's basically just this all over again. So I'll get a couple more of these. I may have to manually craft some of these assemblers. That's fine. So if you look at the automation science pack recipe, it's not hard at all. It's just gear wheels and copper plates. So what we can do... cancel that for now. I need a couple of splitters. I'm gonna get 2. So what we can do is a little production facility for gear wheels. Gear wheels craft pretty fast, so we don't need many assemblers for them. Just chugging away, almost there. So I'm just gonna pull it straight, directly straight off the iron line, like that. That's fine. So what I can do, I think 4 is enough for the gear wheels. We don't need too many, but extra is fine when we eventually expand this, because we probably will need to. Just copy that formula to the other assemblers, and boom, bada bink. Boom. Hook this up to power, just like that. Boom. Gear wheels, done. Oop. I'll move this out of the way. Put that into one belt. I think I will get a dedicated belt for copper for this facility, or this branch I like to call it. So I'm just gonna do that. Bring the copper over here, and we're just gonna have like a big long. So inserter I will use is the long-handed inserter. So I'm going to craft a couple of these. So what these do, so you can see like the little yellow line and the yellow arrow. The yellow line is where it will pick off from, and the yellow arrow is where it insert to. So if we put this against the belt, you can see that's kind of highlighted white. So we'll pick up from that, and same thing for the arrow will place onto that highlighted belt. But with these long-handed inserters, you can see they go up increased tile on both directions. So I don't have to be right next to it. Plus I can grab over the other belt. This will be useful in a sec, as you will see. So I'm just going to expand this just a bit. We'll pick up some more assemblers. Look at that. The mall is working beauty. Look at all the components I have now. It's amazing. All these components I didn't even have to wait for them to craft. So if I set this up to be a red science pack, we can have a shorthand or just a normal inserter for the gear wheels, and then we can have a long-handed inserter for the copper. As you can see, even though the yellow arrow's in the middle of this, it doesn't really matter. It's still part of the same assembler, so still insert into it. And hook this up to power, and boom. Now get it. The thing, these red science packs take a long time to craft, relatively. So I'm going to get a couple more of these up. Should be fine for now. And this should be fine, most part, for early science. Boom, boom. Oh, wrong way around. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. And boom, 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 boom. Oop, need some more. But yeah, this will be probably more than enough for early science. We're not going to be chugging through hundreds of these science packs per minute just yet. Hook this all up to power. Let's get a belt for this. And then, looking at the map, I can just probably have signs right here. There's plenty of space. Get out of the map view. M. There we go. So what I can do is just do that. Hook this all up to power. Let go, and boom. That's red science mostly done. We just gotta feed this into the actual science labs. So I am going to go up here and steal these science labs up here so they can be repurposed. So we don't have to craft as many. Give me them. There we go. I will want to craft a couple more though. So craft not many more. Just going to have it just set up over here. So basically I do want to set this up in the view for late game for all the science packs. So this is what we want. There's a lot of science packs. If we go to like the ending missions, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 science packs. So if we think about it, 2 types of science packs can be on a belt. So we need 3 belts per 3 belt access per little lab dude. So this is what we can do. If we have 1 lab dude here, we go 1, 2 here, and 1 up here. If we look again, if we look at these final research. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6. Actually, no, sorry. I think there's 7. Yeah, I forgot about the purple one. There's 7 total. So you can see red, green, blue, purple, yellow. There's also the gray ones, and there's also the white ones as well. So there's 7. So we need an extra belt up here. And what I can do is I can just also take from these 2 belts as well, and just need 2 more belts up here. And that's kind of what I want to go for a lab setup. And this should last this. If we ever want to upgrade our labs, we're just going to purchase this idea. But this will last us for 90% of the game, in my opinion. So we just get normal inserters, inserting from the close belt. Like that. I do have some long-handed. Get some long-hand inserters for the faraway belts. And go. Get the belts over here. Oh, I do need some more belts. Here, I'll craft some and go get some at the same time. Looks like our iron is doing fine for the most part. We may want to get another furnace array going, but that is fine. Okay, let's see here. Let's grab some more inserters. I think we need some more belts. And, okay, whatever. So that's going fine. I may actually start belting some of this red science over. I'll leave that there for now, as we do want to set up the splitting system. It's going to be kind of a complicated splitting system, but it does work. We need 2 more of these. Yeah, that should be mostly good. I'm just hook some of this up to power. Alright. So this splitting system is going to be fun, as we need 7 belts going in and like only 4 belts coming out. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have that there, like this. Yeah, that's cool. Boom, boom. I'm going to go boom, boom. Just like that. And then we also need, so this is what I'm going to do I'm going to get this out of the way for now. So we also need these 2 belts. So what I'm going to do is just have them a bit back here like this. Boom. Boom, like that. And what we can do is, I need some splitters, so let's get those crafting. So we're basically just going to split it to go up here and down here, as these should be the same, because we need to split the science lab. Later in the game you'll see what I mean, but we'll use those. So split this. This will be the far one. Oh, that is not the far one. I ran out of belts again. Great. See? You need a bunch of these belts even with the automated assembler going. Still need more. Definitely will upgrade those in a bit, but we need green science first, which will be a later episode. Like that. It's going to be split. Just like that. Yeah, I may have to purge this, redesign it, but for now it's going to probably have to do. I'll run that over there. Need more belts. Always need more belts. Just give me a bunch. That's going to go up. And I need more belts. Of course I do. This one will have to be an underground. Actually, you know what I can do? I can just underground it here. This should be enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So even though there's only 7 science packs in the game, this should do for a good amount of time. So for this red one, I'm just going to pipe it for this one right here. Should be good enough. Kind of like that. And let's run power. There we go. So automatically inserting the red science pack. So now we can start some research on some stuff like lights. I don't know. Boom. And when these get low, it automatically insert the red science packs. And that's science mostly done. Or for the red part at least. Definitely not done with science, but red science mostly done for now. Now, there's not many red science things to research. As you can see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. MR is done with one already. So we definitely do have to get green going soon as it'll unlock a bunch more. Yeah, hitting green will be good for science for a good long while before we get to like oil and stuff. And that's where green and purple, not green, sorry, purple and yellow. Sorry, not purple and yellow. Purple and blue come into play. Looks like we need blue first, but that's going to be much, much later. But for now, I think we're going to be good for science. Got this going. We're almost done researching already. Nice. Now, one thing I will want to craft is a radar. I already finished, so let's get something else. Let's get some turrets going. We're probably going to need those sooner than later. So what I want to do, I'm going to get a radar crafted. And this is what this does. So basically, on the map, you can see we got the black squares. It's like the ungenerated layers. We got the light squares, which is like stuff we can actively see. And we got the darker, damp squares where we can't really see. Oh, the gun turret already finished. That's nice. So what this radar can do is first, as you can see on the map, there's like a blue part on my mini map. You can see that's the stuff that's going to be actively seeing at all times. So if I place it down, go on M view, you can see this thing is bigger. So if I even walk out the range, like this will always be like light. So I can always zoom into my map and see it. And also what the radar does, if you look on the radar, there's like a little sector scanning progress. So every time that bar finishes, in a big radius, a new part of the black square will reveal itself in a radius. So it'll be nice to finding out what's around us. Slowly but surely, it's not that fast. But it's definitely nice when you have a big base and you're like, what's going on over here? So you just press M for the map view and just go over there instantly. So let's just get some military crafting. That'll be nice. I want some extra science packs there. I'm just going to put them in these. Oh yeah, currently these 6 science labs is enough. Actually, how's power doing? Ooh. Definitely need to expand power. I may do that off camera. It's not that hard. I just need to add a couple more boilers and steam engines. But yeah, we're definitely capping on the power. And definitely the mining drills are most of it, but they're like the most important part. But yeah, I think I'll do that off camera. But I think for this episode today, I think that's mostly it. We got red science going really nice. Next episode, I think, expand iron production. I will do the power off camera, but I think we want to get green science going because we're gonna need that very, very soon. As you can see, we went through like almost half of these researches already. So let's actually just get that researching right now. Get that chugging away, and when I come back, I'll have some of these researched. We also should get steel going as well, but I think we should get green science going first before we get steel going. But after green science, we get into a lot of stuff like oil and stuff, but that's going to be where the fun begins. But for this episode currently, I think that will be it for today. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.